Close your eyes for a moment and remember the last time you felt the ground sink beneath your feet. That text you sent, that was ignored for 12 hours. That time she talked about taking some space. And you, instead of accepting it with calm, began to negotiate, to promise changes, to beg for an opportunity she no longer wanted to give you. Tell me, brother, did you feel your value evaporate in every single word? There is an invisible but lethal line that separates the man who is adored by a woman from the man who is simply tolerated until someone better comes along. And that line has absolutely nothing to do with your bank account or the symmetry of your facial features. It is about a mental disposition that 99% of modern men have lost. Under the bombardment of the sensitive man culture, the real, biological, and proven capacity to walk toward the exit without looking back a single time. Most men today operate from an absolute panic of loss. She smells it. She feels it in the vibration of your voice. When you ask her for explanations, she sees it in the way you break at her slightest sign of distance. In the exact moment a woman realizes that you are more afraid of losing her than she is of losing you, respect dies instantly. And here is the key nobody tells you without respect. Attraction is physically impossible for the female limbic system. Today, on Dark Illusion, we are going to dissect the anatomy of masculine sovereignty. You are going to understand why your willingness to lose her is, paradoxically, the only thing that will force her to fight to keep you. Prepare yourself, because today you are going to learn to destroy the needy man who sabotages you, so the unreachable man can be born. Before I reveal the social engineering behind absolute respect, do something for your own self-worth. Like this video, and subscribe to the Dark Illusion channel right now. We do not search for followers here. We forge unshakable men. Let's begin. To understand why the capacity to let go is the most potent magnet in nature, we must turn to the ultimate authority in evolutionary psychology, Dr. David Buss. In his extensive research on human mating strategies and sexual selection, Buss explains that women have developed over millions of years an extremely sensitive radar to detect a partner's market value and internal strength. A man who desperately clings to a woman who ignores or disrespects him is sending a biological distress signal. I have no other options. Biologically, neediness is interpreted as a lack of resources and status. If she notices that your standards are so low that you allow yourself to be devalued just to avoid being alone, her hypergamous instinct turns off. On the contrary, a man who is capable of ending an interaction, the exact moment his boundaries of respect are crossed, emits a signal of high dominance and abundance. As Robert Greene states in his 16th law of the 48 laws of power, excessive availability creates a drop in price. By being genuinely willing to lose her, before losing your dignity, you instantly become more expensive, rarer, and therefore, a challenge she needs to conquer. To validate her own self-worth. I know exactly what you are feeling while listening to these truths. You feel a piercing void in your chest, that visceral fear whispering to you that if you show coldness, or if you decide to walk away when she behaves badly, she will simply forget you, laugh at you, and take refuge in the arms of that guy who always gives her likes. But listen closely, brother. That fear is the shackle she uses to keep you in the bunker of substitutes. You are trapped in an emotional labyrinth because you have been trying to win a war using the logic of the nice guy. When this is a game of instincts, cognitive biases, and power, you have been the man who always understands, the one who always forgives, and the one who always waits, and you ended up being the man she does not respect. A woman's loyalty is not a moral or logical decision. It is an unconscious emotional response. to the respect you inspire, and respect is directly proportional to your walk-away point. All high-value men have a defined walk-away point, a clear boundary where they say, "This is enough," and they withdraw, without making a scene. If you do not have that point, if she knows she can treat you with indifference, leave you on read, or humiliate you, and you will still be there, she has no biological reason to respect you. She knows she has you in her pocket, and nobody fights for what they already possess. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." If your peace of mind depends on her answering a text or giving you a smile, you are not your own master. You are her emotional slave. By being willing to lose her, you instantly reclaim ownership over yourself. That strategic detachment is what generates the Zeigarnik effect in her mind. An open cycle, a story she could not finish writing as she pleased. By not being able to control you, her ego enters a spiral of doubt. That uncertainty is the seed of obsession. Understand something fundamental. Women do not respect men who are easy to retain emotionally. They respect the man who represents a constant challenge. The man who walks with the security that his mission in life is infinitely more important than any romance. Most modern men make the catastrophic mistake of making a woman their absolute priority, turning her into their pedestal. Evolutionarily, this is an attraction disaster. A woman seeks, by survival instinct, a man she perceives as superior to her in mental strength, resilience, and direction. The moment you worship her above your own standards, you biologically place yourself below. You become predictable, boring, and safe. But when you project that you are willing to lose her, the exact second she stops meeting your standards of respect, you place yourself above. Strategic coldness is not hate, nor is it revenge. It is the sovereign reaffirmation that you are the prize, and that your time is the most expensive and scarce asset on this planet. Respect is born from the capacity to say no when everyone else is saying yes. The mastery of this state of mind resides in what we call radical indifference. Listen closely, brother. This is not about pretending you don't care, while you die inside checking her social media every 10 minutes from a fake account. That is a cheap performance that she will detect immediately through your body language and your energy. Real power is born from the transmutation of anxiety into resources. Take that dark energy you used to pursue her, to analyze her photos, or to wait for her call, and use it to fortify your personal bunker. Forge a body of steel in the gym, build a solid economy that gives you freedom, and shield your mind with knowledge. When she perceives through the deafening silence you have created that your life did not stop, but rather became much more lethal, successful, and valuable in her absence, her ego will collapse. Her hypergamous instinct will activate violently, and her brain will conclude, "He let me go because he knows he is worth much more than what I was offering him." That is the narcissistic wound that will make her return, not your poems, nor your begging on your knees. The golden rule of power inversion is simple. Give the woman exactly what she asks for with her indifference or disrespect. If she acts as if she can live perfectly without you, give it to her. Give her a complete life where you do not exist. Give it to her in a way so radical, so absolute, and so freezing that the silence becomes an unbearable weight upon her shoulders. Let her walk through the desert of your total absence until the thirst for your validation forces her to crawl back. And when that strategic testing message arrives, because I assure you it always arrives, whether to check if you are still available or out of genuine regret, you must be mentally prepared, not to celebrate, not to jump with joy and reply in a second, but to act with the surgical coldness of a sovereign who no longer recognizes those who betrayed him. Real power in a relationship always resides in the one who has the proven capacity to walk toward the exit without looking back a single time. That capacity for detachment is what makes you dangerous, what makes you valuable, and what makes you magnetic. Finally, brother, remember this and engrave it with fire in your consciousness. Respect is not requested politely. Respect is imposed through your capacity for absolute detachment. Do not allow the system to keep weakening you with promises of cheap romance and emotional submission disguised as love. You are the architect of your reality. You are the prize in the interaction, and you are the only one who decides who has the privilege of entering your personal bunker of power. Stop giving away your light to those who prefer the darkness of others. Build your empire, shield your mind, and become that axis of absolute calm in the middle of the storm that they will never want nor be able to abandon. If this video has illuminated the darkness you are in, and you are ready to stop being the supplicant, to become the unreachable sovereign, leave your like right now. Share this message with a brother you know is being devalued due to his own need of affection. Do not allow the masculine essence to keep being devalued. Subscribe to the Dark Illusion channel to keep shielding your mind with the tactical tools and wisdom that nobody else on this platform dares to give you. Always remember the fundamental truth: real power always resides in the one who needs the other least. Rebuild yourself, apply it without mercy, and reclaim the throne that belongs to you by birthright. Do not let a rejection define your destiny. Let it define your ascent to the top of your new life, where the ice of your character dictates the rule.